Baby hiccups, causes, and remedies. Welcome to Calwain Health TV. Today, we're going to talk about a common issue that many parents face: hiccups in babies. As a parent, you know that those little hic sounds, while adorable, can sometimes be a sign of discomfort for your little one. While usually harmless, hiccups can sometimes be bothersome. Let's dive into some effective tips to help manage and prevent hiccups in your little one. Burp your baby. It's an essential part of your baby's feeding routine. One of the most common reasons babies get hiccups is due to trapped air in their tummies. This can make them feel quite uncomfortable and fussy. Think about it. When you eat too quickly or drink something fizzy, you might get a case of the hiccups too. It's a similar experience for your little one. It's the same for babies, especially during feeding. Whether they are breastfeeding or bottle feeding, they can swallow air. A good burping can work wonders. It helps release the trapped air and can make your baby feel much better. Now, during feeding, make sure to pause and burp your baby, especially if you're bottle feeding. This can prevent discomfort and reduce the chances of hiccups. Hold your baby upright, supporting their head and neck, and gently pat or rub their back. This position helps the air to come up more easily. You're aiming for that little burp to release the trapped air. Once your baby burps, they will likely feel more comfortable and content. Change feeding position. Sometimes, it's not just about the burping, but also how your baby is positioned during feeding. If your baby is lying down flat while feeding, they're more likely to swallow air, which can lead to those pesky hiccups. Try feeding your baby in a more upright position. If you're breastfeeding, ensure a good latch so your baby is drawing milk, not air. And for my bottle feeding parents, tilt the bottle so the nipple is always filled with milk, preventing air bubbles. Remember, a well-positioned baby is a happy baby. The power of the pacifier. We've all seen babies soothed by a pacifier, and you know what? It can actually help with hiccups too. Sucking on a pacifier can help relax the diaphragm, the muscle that spasms and causes hiccups. So if you notice your baby starting to hiccup, offer them a pacifier. It's like a magic button for hiccup relief. Of course, not all babies take to pacifiers, and that's perfectly okay. But if your little one is a fan, it's definitely worth a try. Chapter 4. Smaller, more frequent feedings. When it comes to feeding, sometimes less is more, especially when it comes to preventing hiccups. Think about it. When we overeat, we feel uncomfortable and bloated. Babies can feel the same way. Instead of large, infrequent feedings, try offering smaller amounts of milk or formula more frequently. This can help prevent overfeeding and reduce the amount of air your baby swallows, leading to fewer hiccups. It's all about finding that balance and listening to your baby's cues. Chapter 5. Upright after feeding. We talked about feeding positions, but what you do after feeding is just as important. After feeding your baby, keep them in an upright position for about 20 to 30 minutes. This allows any air bubbles that they might have swallowed to rise and be released naturally, reducing the chances of hiccups. You can hold your baby, use a baby carrier, or even prop them up with pillows, ensuring their airway is always clear and safe. Remember, gravity is your friend here. Chapter 6. A calm feeding environment. Just like us, babies thrive in calm and peaceful environments. A serene atmosphere can make a significant difference in how well your baby feeds. When a baby is stressed or anxious, they tend to gulp air, which, as we've learned, is a recipe for hiccups. This can lead to discomfort and disrupt their feeding routine. So create a calm and quiet setting during feeding times. This helps your baby feel secure and focused on feeding. Dim the lights, turn off the TV, and maybe play some soothing music. A gentle lullaby or nature sounds can work wonders. Avoid feeding your baby when they're overly excited or crying, as this can also lead to them swallowing air. Take a moment to calm them down first. Make feeding time a relaxing and enjoyable experience for both you and your little one. This bonding time is precious and can set the tone for a healthy feeding habit. Chapter 7. Bottle and nipple check. For my bottle feeding parents, the type of bottle and nipple you use can also play a role in those baby hiccups. If the nipple flow is too fast or too slow, it can cause your baby to swallow more air. Make sure you're using an age-appropriate bottle nipple. A nipple that is too large can overwhelm your baby, while one that is too small can make them work too hard, both leading to air swallowing. It's all about finding that Goldilocks nipple, just right. Chapter 8. Avoid overstimulation. Babies are like little sponges, absorbing everything around them. While stimulation is important for their development, too much of it can be overwhelming and lead to, you guessed it, hiccups. Just like with feeding, try to create a calm and quiet environment for your baby, especially during and after meals. Avoid too much bouncing, jiggling, or loud noises. Let them digest their food and relax. Remember, a calm baby is less likely to hiccup. And there you have it. Some practical tips to help you manage and prevent hiccups in your little one. Remember, hiccups are a normal part of being a baby, and most of the time they're nothing to worry about. However, if your baby's hiccups are persistent, frequent, or seem to be causing them distress, it's always best to consult with your pediatrician. They can provide reassurance and guidance. They can rule out any underlying issues and provide personalized advice for your baby. Sometimes, while hiccups are generally harmless, consult your pediatrician. If hiccups interfere with sleep or feeding, your baby seems uncomfortable or distressed by the hiccups, or if hiccups are persistent and frequent. Persistent hiccups can sometimes indicate other issues, so it's important to keep an eye on your baby's overall health and behavior. For more helpful parenting tips and health advice, visit the description box below. We have a wealth of resources to support you in your parenting journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Calwain Health TV for more valuable content. Thank you for watching, and see you next time on Calwain Health TV. Stay informed and take care.